In amongst the 100,000 items of the Jackie Clarke Collection is an autograph book. Small in stature, but immense in its significance, this book bore witness to some of the key stakeholders and debates around the Anglo Irish Treaty that was signed into existence 100 years ago on the 6th of December 1921. The War of Independence, which had ravaged throughout Ireland since early 1919, ended with a truce in July 1921. In October, a delegation of 5 men departed for the negotiations in London. Arthur Griffith, Michael Collins, Robert Barton, Eamon Duggan and George Gavin Duffy, with Eamon de Valera remaining in Dublin. A team of secretaries and ancillary staff accompanied the delegates, and present in their company at their headquarters in Knightsbridge, London, was a simple autograph book. Books such as these were a recurring feature of the Irish revolutionary period, often associated with imprisonment and internment. This small, unassuming notebook would go on to collect over 130 signatures from this defining time in our nation's history. The Treaty Notebook, as it became known, was present amongst the Irish delegation in London and also at the treaty debates and Dáil vote back in Dublin in December 1921. The intense negotiations began in London on the 11th of October. The Irish delegates had undertaken a colossal task, the bridging of a gap between the British Empire and Irish sovereignty. The Articles of Agreement proposed by the British government offered a 26-county Irish Free State and an end to 120 years of direct rule. Northern Ireland, which had been created by the Government of Ireland Act 1920, exercised its option to opt out of the Irish Free State. Following painstaking deliberation, the Irish delegates signed on the 6th of December at 2:15 a.m. The deeply contentious and divisive nature of the treaty soon came to light. During these increasingly acrimonious debates, the Treaty Notebook remains a silent witness to a bitter split which would soon engulf the nation. On January 7th, 1922, the Dáil meets and a vote is taken on the treaty. Once again, the Treaty Notebook was present and records Michael Collins's final words before the vote. Let the Irish nation judge us now and for future years. As the Clerk of the House calls each member of the Dáil, county by county, they answer in rotation. Is Tull, I accept, and Ní Tull, I do not accept. Simple strokes on a page begin to etch out Ireland's fate. The crudely recorded tally will amount to a monumental moment in our nation's history. At 25 minutes to 9, the Speaker of the House announced the result.
The result of the poll is 64 for approval and 57 against.
The treaty is ratified by Dáil Éireann, 64 votes to 57. A defeated de Valera announces, "It will be my duty to resign my office as Chief of the Executive."
No.
The anti-treaty faction are quoted in the notebook, namely that of TD Mary MacSwiney, who called the result the last betrayal of the Irish people.
The betrayal of the Irish people.
The general election of June 1922 resulted in a victory for supporters of the treaty. The bitter divide caused by the Articles of Agreement plunged Ireland into that darkest of chapters, the Irish Civil War.